Viewer discretion is advised.
What the hell? Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. This is the Tech and I'm flying solo. And yes, we're going to talk Star Trek. Absolutely time that we did, and the new series Star Trek Discovery has dropped on... there was a premiere on CBS, then on CBS All Access, which is a pay site for them, kind of like a Netflix version for them for their shows, aired part 2. I have seen them both, and so I have a review. I'm calling this a geek feed because it really doesn't feel like it should be a beta, and I'm really going to talk news about the show and whatnot, and I'm going to leave out spoilers. So, as I always do, Mr. Rick James, give it to me. What I got. But anyways, regardless of that little faux pas or whatever, ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek is back, okay? Brian Fuller, self-proclaimed Star Trek geek, loved Deep Space Nine, set out to be a writer for him. He got together with Mr. Alex Kurtzman, who has worked on Star Trek and Star Trek Beyond, so kind of the new feel Star Trek stuff. That's kind of why you see some of that in this. It is more of a basis on the new feel than necessarily the old, but it is set 10 years before Kirk, Spock, and the Enterprise take off. The USS Discovery, it's going to discover new worlds and everything, but the story starts out on a different ship, and I'm going to just butcher the name. Shinzu, I believe, is the name of it. And Michelle Yeoh is the captain of this ship. And the lead, who is Sonequa Martin Green, who is Sasha from The Walking Dead, is her first, the commander, however you want to put it. Pretty much your Riker. And it kind of starts off to tell her story. And one of the things I like about this is it has a very different look and feel than some of the others, but yet a very familiar feel. It didn't go as far as Deep Space Nine to be completely different, though I know a lot of people don't like Deep Space Nine, but I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites. This one sort of sets itself apart because the captain of the ship we start with is not the main character in the story. And I think that's awesome that we're kind of looking at a little different point of view, so to speak, in the Star Trek verse. Now, the Klingons are, of course, designed upon the Klingons of the new, and I'm okay with that. It took me a little getting used to. I'm going to miss the old drunken alien Vikings and everything, and talkings of Stavokor and Valhalla. It doesn't have as much of a Nordic feel as necessarily the old version did. It has more of a very devout warrior race, which is kind of what they're going for, and it fits. And I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. Overall, I've watched both, and I thoroughly enjoyed both. I couldn't wait for another. I am totally anticipating the third episode on October 1st. If you have not sat down to watch these, please do. You will enjoy them. The score by Jeff Russo is awesome. It hails back to the old, but has some of the new feel. I'm totally digging that. I love how they incorporated some of the old looks of those the starships from the old with a little bit of everything from the new, especially, and this is really not a spoiler, when they're talking over subspace. It's not really a view screen, it's a hollow emitter that it emits the image of the person right there like they're in the room with them, though there is some view screen action. I'm not going to really try to ruin it for you, Overall, effects were amazing. Definitely up to par to be movie grade effects. Space battles look great. Everything else looks fantastic. It's got the old Star Trek sound effects in it, which I love, but sometimes with a little bit of a new twist. Overall, and the story is solid. Solid story. I am intrigued. I am pulled in. I am sucked in. I'm ready to see more. It really brings you in to identify with Michael, which is Sonique was Martin Green's character, and just wow, right on, way to go. It looks like some true Star Trek geeks, loyalists, fandom should be all in on this. And if you don't have CBS All Access and you want to pay for it, it's worth it if you absolutely love and adore this franchise, to say the least. So my number overall for it right now, it's a 9. It's a 9. It's early to see what's all going to come. I'm not going to give it a 10, but it's definitely a 9, pushing 9.5. But I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay collected, and I'm going to give these first 2 episodes a 9. And I look forward to seeing more. And other than that, check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like, comment, holler, troll us. You don't do Facebook? We've got Twitter. It's at the number 3 Geeks Flix. Flix is, of course, spelled F-L-I-X. So give us a follow there. Give us a holler there. Troll there. Get involved, because you are the third geek. So, folks, get on YouTube. Give us a like. Leave us some comments. Holler at us. Let us know what you think. You know, give me some feedback if you've seen it, if you thought the same thing. If you didn't, shoot, let me know. Shoot it back. I'm open. I want this conversation. I want this dialogue. We want you as the fans to be that third geek, to get involved, to be heard. That is one of the reasons that we definitely do this show, is for you all out there and for everybody as just the everyday geek to let be known how they feel on hell anything that we talk about. Or if you got something you want us to talk about, tell us. I mean, I'm not necessarily running out of ideas, but I would appreciate a little help. I mean, you know, these last few shows, the Muse has popped in and out, and hell, you figure he could pull a little weight every now and then, try to show up for some more shows, but we're not going to get into that guy's personal life. So, appreciate y'all sticking around, and stay tuned to the glow of those monitors, because we're going to catch you next time. Good night.